By my father's beard. By my what now? I was distracted. No. Yep, and that's how it happened. Oh, okay. Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, the toy division, and we're talking about the Ragnarok set with Hela, and we've got the Executioner, the Carl Urban version. Look, this version of Hela, as far as I'm concerned, you can wipe away the comic book version. There's almost no difference at this point, between them, except like a couple of colors and things like that. This is, in my opinion, the ultimate version. Look, I actually prefer the comic book version, but the Carl Urban version is so similar to the original, to the comic book version, that honestly, who cares? Like the most I could possibly ask for is a bigger blood axe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? Why even? And if you want to make it a little bit closer, I think that, if I remember correctly, these are M16A2s. I think that the comic book version were M16A1s. Yeah, I think I could live with that. These are totally awesome figures. This is fantastic. If you remember, in my opinion, best death in a comic book, I think this was Thor number 132, if I'm remembering correctly, but I might not be. Oh, you know what? Hey, I'm just now checking these now. These are actually M16A1s. Yep, you can tell by the guard here, the muzzle guard. Yeah, these are actually A1s. So you know what? They got them completely right. I don't think these are used anymore. But that's the kind that was used when Walter Simonson actually wrote the story. So you know what? Shut your mouth, Bill. Because, yeah, these are essentially perfect. They are perfect. They won't hold an M203 grenade launcher at the bottom like the A2s will, but whatever, man. Yeah, so this is an absolutely fantastic mold. Like, it really looks a whole lot like Carl Urban here. I mean, come on. Wow, that is good. That is really good. And, of course, you can always drop this and you could put in the blood axe. I don't think it was actually called that in the movie, but that's what it's called in the comic book. It's able to cut through dimensions and stuff like that. And it's one of the only items able to destroy Nafilgar, the ship of the dead. But this is a gorgeous figure. Let me put this gun down. Actually, no, it'll hold it pretty well. I just really slid it in there. I wasn't doing it. That's why I thought it'd fall out, because I didn't do anything special to stick it in there. Anyway, so as far as the neck is concerned, full range of motion. It's to the point of goofiness. You know what I'm saying? But what do you call it? It's perfect. So you can do this however you want to do it, and just angle it however you want to do. If he's got to look up at something, what do you call it? But these shoulder pads, they move like that. Yes, you can pop them off if you want. I would highly recommend against it, just for the sake of conversation. But yeah, you can absolutely do that. Oops, my hand's in the way. You can absolutely pop them off, and it's just a quick little to find them in. I just don't want the plastic to get used to coming off like that. The shoulder pads do limit the range of motion of the shoulder, but honestly, so what? This isn't one of the most flexible characters that there is. He was always just a big dumb brute in the comics anyway. But that was mostly because he was under the Enchantress's spell. You can of course get the Enchantress, the comic book version, because there is no movie version yet, in the Dormammu pack. But yeah, his guards here, his waist guards, awesome. They actually look and feel enough like actual leather. The range of his knees, fantastic. Of course, the ball joints, which I've always loved, and they're on a hinge also. Just Marvel Legends, they have the absolute best feet motion. I mean, that, in my opinion, that just can't be argued. Of course, the motion here, the motion of the elbow with the double joint. I mean, that is great articulation right there. Great range. And let's put him back over here. And let's put the M16A1 over here. Pretty good detail. No complaints there. What's kind of cool is that the set also comes with an extra set of hands, one right, one left, where the fingers are out, holding a trigger mechanism for the M16s, obviously. So that's actually kind of cool. Is it necessary? I honestly don't think so, but I don't know, it's not going to hurt, I guess, if you're going to get a close-up of the fingers with the rifles actually inside. Yeah, that could work. Actually slip right inside. Should actually go on that side and stick the fingers right in there into the trigger housing. It's not overly worth it, but you know, you get the general idea. There we go. So you can actually see the fingers will go in there, and you can actually get a really good sense of him actually holding the thing, getting ready to pull the trigger on these A1s. So that's kind of cool. And of course, she comes with a little, the extra hand and the little magical boosh thing. I've never actually seen that on any other set, I don't think. I don't think that ever came with Magic. I don't think that came with anybody. Magic actually had Ilyana Rasputin, actually came with a whole bunch of stuff. But I think this is the only set I've ever actually seen that little magical swirly do. Like, ooh, look what I'm about to do to you. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so for Hela, she's got the hairbrushed back face, or head. She's got the you can see this actually, it looks like it can move like a spider. Be a great body horror movie. But she's got the hair all over the place look, and I absolutely adore it. And there's actually some hanging down, and I'm totally cool with just leaving it on, but whatever. Yeah, this is, I mean, just one of the most gorgeous characters in the MCU. Wow, Cate Blanchett. She was just unbelievably gorgeous in this. So of course she's holding Mjolnir there in that death grip. That hand comes off, and you can actually replace it with a regular cuffed, like a kung fu grip type hand. But yeah, this is her here. And you know, it's easy enough to pull this off. I mean, just pull it right there and then boop, pop this one right on. See? Nothing. And this one here, like it's actually wedged on there. It's welded on, whatever. It's a part of it. It's a part of it. Keep that over there. And then this cape is removable, and I can understand why you'd want to remove it, because there are parts, moments where she does remove it. Now, it bothers me that she doesn't actually come with swords, because, I mean, you know, she should come with swords. But whatever. Whatever. Can't come with everything. Oops. Okay, so this is gonna, you can see how it goes on there. Is that little green joint, that part goes on, and the other part's just, you know, is the hole right up on the top of her neck. So it's perfectly designed for this cape, and it's hard to do it on the camera from this angle, but I did do it just before put this on. Is this worth it? Is it worth it? I'm getting to the point where I'm going to say no, it's not. But no, there it goes. Okay, so it was worth it. But of course, there's this head, the main head. This is the most wow head ever. The headdress of war. That's basically what she used it for. But it's in the comics, it's the headdress that keeps her alive. Good articulation. I'd figure that, you know, whatever, her articulation of her legs is good enough. I mean, she can still do these amazing, cool poses. What do you call it? Same thing with her legs. They're not on the regular hinge, just on the ball. But actually, oop, yeah, they should be on the ball here. Yes, just the ball. I don't think that there's an actual, nope, there is. There is the actual up-down hinge. And then, again, female figure. Oh, she's got the perfect pimp slap hand. That's awesome. I love that. But she's got the elbow range here. She doesn't really need to do a whole lot more than that. So that's perfectly fine. That's better than a 90-degree angle. Just better than a 90-degree angle. But it works. It works really well. Her nails are painted like that. That little bit of black matches with the green and black clothes. Yeah, this is an absolutely gorgeous figure. Again, if it came with swords, I think that it would be better, because that's what she used in the movie. But either way, this is a cool, very cool couple figures here, especially considering the fact that this came with the Thor pack. It came with the two Thors. One of them was the unworthy Thor that I've got back here. My little thing that I did in the beginning. Just love having him with Yarnbjorn here, his weapon that's not quite as worthy as Mjolnir. But yeah, there's him, and there's the Loki figure. I've got all the figures, the Jane Foster Thor, the Ares. and that would build the Gladiator Hulk, who I happen to have right here, and build the Gladiator Hulk. But I didn't get the Hela figure. I had it in my hand up in northern Canada. I had it in my hand, and I was like, listen, right now, like I wasn't expecting these to come out. I was on vacation, and I said, you know what? Let me just grab the Jane Foster Thor. I only have enough money to grab one of these things. This was before I started pre-ordering these things, when I didn't think that it was necessary, because why wouldn't the stores get enough, right? Just for us stragglers. So I grabbed the Jane Foster. No, actually I grabbed the Ares, because I wanted the Ares the most. That was the one I wanted the most. And the one I wanted the second most was her, and then the third most was Jane Foster Thor. So I was just like, okay, cool. So I was never able to find Hela in stores again. Never found Hela in stores again, and even ordering online it was impossible. I was finally able to get the Build-A-Figure piece, the Bath piece that came, for Hulk over here, Gladiator Hulk. But I have his axe also. But it killed me. It killed me that I was never able to get Hela. And when all of a sudden they announced this set, I said, holy crap, there's no way. I'm definitely picking this up. And I did. I stayed true to my word. Guys, this is an amazing set. Even if you got the Hela from the other one, whatever, this one is better. I'm sorry, I gotta point it out. Like, it comes with all these heads. It comes with this, which was like the main piece. This is the centerpiece of all things right here. This is as perfect gets, because everybody who got the Hela, lucky bastards, you were able to, you were trying to put them, it's true. You tried to take the Jane Foster Thor hammer, and you're trying to place it in here, right? You don't have to bother anymore. You got this piece. You got the other heads, and it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So this right here, I mean, literally, from all these pieces that came out, probably the only one that came out that was on par with this was the Juggernaut and Colossus built pieces. These were probably on par with them, but for the most part, this one right here, that's the one everybody was racing to get, and I was able to. Guys, if you're these things are still in stores at the time of me posting this video, so if you do have the ability to grab these, seriously, do not waste your time grabbing them. They're, in Canada at least, they're $20 cheaper than the Juggernaut Colossus thing that I just showed you, and this really does come with more accessories. So if you already have Hela, you're probably okay, but if not, this is not even a question. This is this is unquestionable. This is the set to get. This is the set that people are looking at and just going, oh wow, because yeah, oh wow. All right, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University, the toy department. Class dismissed.